Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show. I'm Anthony Totri, that guy in the screen right next to me. That is the one, the only, Shane Deef himself. We got DJ Danielle behind the Mac, making all the magic happen. Guys, do us a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Apple Music, Spotify, the other side of the moon, wherever you do it, leave a 5-star review. We got Erica in here. We got Sweet Prince Kenny. We got Sharon. House of Heat Sports. Guys, we're going to be talking all things Arizona State like we do just about every single day of the week. At the tail end of the show, we're going to be talking about Snoop Dogg and his ties now to the Arizona Bowl. That's a thing. Potentially a JUCO transfer in store for Bobby Hurley in Arizona State. We're going to get into the thick of that roster. But Shane, we're going to start things off talking about the number 175 because we are 175 days now without an official athletic director at Arizona State.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it is kind of wild to look at the sheer number of days. Last time ASU had an athletic director, I was living on a bus. Yeah, it's weird because you get kind of to a point where I would say about the month mark, it was like, all right, this is kind of embarrassing. And then after that, it was just kind of like you look at what you think about the number of days. It's crazy, but it's what are we doing? Like after that 30-day mark, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. And there was no threshold to pass after that. So yeah, I don't know. What does an athletic director even do at this point?
It's mind-boggling to me, right? And all of this potentially just to make an internal hire. I'm not a giant history person, but just to put into context, 175 days of no athletic director, it's about 5.5 times as long as a William Henry Harrison's presidency. It's about 1/5 as long as the Korean War. It's about 1 3/5 times as long as the Spanish-American War, which was about 109 days. It's about 1 9/10 times as long as the first space flight, which was 91 days. It's about 2.5 times as long as the voyage of the Mayflower, which was 66 days. And it's about 3 times as long as Columbus's voyage to America, which was about 70 days. 175 days in the context of history without an athletic director, again, potentially just to make an internal hire. I think that is probably what is most frustrating. And I don't think it would be as difficult to digest for ASU fans if it wasn't Michael Crow in the driver's seat here after everything that has transpired with Herm Edwards and Ray Anderson. And I know, again, we've talked about Herm and Ray so much in the past, but as much as that really hurt their standing and legacy at Arizona State, if there was one, it, for me, still feels like a mark on Michael Crow's presidency at ASU, and it's why so many ASU fans struggle with, now 175, going to be 176, 177, without any sort of direction for this athletic program.
Yeah, it's about 200 and it's 1 241th times the amount of the 100th Year's War. So it feels like that almost, but yeah, it's been so hard to kind of like digest this process and just to get to the point of a internal candidate. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say besides the fact that it's embarrassing from the outside. But what hasn't been embarrassing is the strides they've made in the past month and a half, the football and basketball programs. So the guys that are here that were hired on the way out for Ray Anderson are doing well. So I guess there's there's one thing good he left us with, and that was some hires that he made.
Yeah. And I was having this conversation this morning, and I don't know if you and I have talked about it on the show. I know we've talked about it off camera before, just in terms of kind of where this athletic program was left when Ray Anderson got fired or when let go, whatever term you want to use, right? And I think a long
He resigned,
a mutual of parting ways. The situation for me is you look at the state of athletics. You still didn't know what was going on with the NCAA investigation. The football team obviously was going through a tough season, first year, new regime, injuries, etc. The basketball program wasn't looking too strong. Everybody wants to still talk about the facilities and all that type of stuff. And for me, I think, again, you could have gotten away with it was a horrible tenure for Ray because of X, Y, and Z, specifically the Herm thing. What really hurts me as a fan of athletics is the fact that there wasn't like a plan in place for Arizona State basketball. We talk about the facilities. We talk about the move to the Big 12 in recruiting. And Bobby Hurley deserves a round of applause for what he's been able to do in recruiting in the transfer portal this season, given kind of where he was left to try and lead, right? Last season in the Pac, headed to the Big 12, guys leaving left and right. You only have this much money to work with, and boom, Bobby's doing everything under the sun, including bringing in the highest rated commit in ASU basketball history. I could have stomached Ray's tenure if there was a plan in place for Arizona State basketball to play somewhere other than DFA. And I had the conversation this morning with why there wasn't a conversation about having Arizona State basketball play at Mullet Arena moving forward. For me, I thought that would have been a great scenario for the program. And I think it would have left people feeling a little less salty about everything that went down at the tail end of Ray's career as ASU's AD.
I don't know if you would have been able to stomach the tenure just because of that. I'm going to be honest, Totri. I think that might be a little bit of hyperbole, because I know your thinking, but it definitely would have felt better on the way out. Yeah, the whole mullet thing was a little weird because of the Coyotes, and now who knows, but I would assume that's going to be some of the first conversations they have when they hire the next AD. I would assume that's going to be like at the top of the list, but I don't know. Crow has said many times, it's fine. It's okay. Like, it doesn't need to be. And Ray was a part of that. So you just really need a guy that comes in and look, well, I've kind of said this before. It's the type of AD that is ideal for ASU would be one that isn't scared to not punch up, but just pressure Michael Crow. But Michael Crow is not going to hire a guy that does that. So it's a weird case. Yeah, the mullet thing would have been nice.
Would you have been on board with that, regardless of the Ray tenure? Again, I know we could kind of pick apart this athletic department, and just in terms of like things that we would like to see. And I think that is probably, I think for me, I'm more on facilities, I would say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but like I feel like for you, it's more of just like you wanted to see a bigger investment in the basketball program in the state of athletics. Is that like where you're at?
What do you mean?
Like for me, like I would have preferred, and I still prefer the next athletic director to immediately turn their attention on a new home or renovated home for ASU hoops. For you, what is priority number one? Is it more of an investment just in the program as a whole, like funding for Bobby, NIL? Like where do you stand on priority number one for whoever is going to be the next AD?
I mean, there's a ton of things. I think it's wrong to say that any one focus would be the wrong one. If it were me, I would say you look into that program, and especially of all the stuff that has come out in the past 3-4 months about the underfunding of it, the lack of resources for it. And that definitely goes hand in hand with the renovations of the facilities, and it's the one that hasn't been touched most recently. So yeah, I would say that's probably priority number one, but it's hard to say that when it's not just the things that are front facing that they have to deal with. There's going to be a lot of culture stuff that the new AD is going to have to find out and kind of work through. So, yeah, I would say if there was one thing to point my finger at, it would be that.
And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what direction that individual takes whenever that hire and whoever is hired to be that person. I know I was on the podcast a few days ago, said Graham Rossini is still the likely option to be the Arizona State athletic director. As far as I know, that is still the plan moving forward. Timetable, I don't really have one. But again, I think there are some things to like about Graham Rossini as a potential candidate for this role. I don't think people would have had an issue with Graham Rossini in two cases. One, if it didn't take this long, if this was a hire made after a few weeks or a month, whatever, like, who your guy is, right? Internally, come to that decision and make the official hire. And then two, again, if it didn't come after everything that had just transpired. I don't think in reality, there is not a scenario where an internal candidate is hired at Arizona State where people are not upset at Michael Crow because of everything that just happened. You could pick anybody in this athletic department, and I think somebody would be able to have an issue with it simply because Michael Crow is choosing the candidate. Now, something that I don't know if we've discussed on the show, I believe I discussed it with Ralph when Ralph was on, that there was a report weeks ago that the Arizona Board of Regents would incentivize athletic success, I guess, in Michael Crow's next contract. But then again, his contract isn't up still for years on end, so it wouldn't make a difference immediately. But if Michael Crow were to be, staying as the Arizona State president over the next half decade, 7 years or so, would that be something that you would be in favor of for ABOR to incentivize athletic success in his contract?
I mean, of course. I think just the report of that kind of helps in a way, because it points out an issue, and it points out. It's so subjective because this is our dumb little game. We love these little sports. We love watching our people play our dumb little sports games. And that's something that we love to do. That's why people are watching this show. That's why we do our job, is because sports are our lives. And again, Michael Crow is not the president of athletics. He's the president of a school. So problem is very subjective. But to put it in a contract, it shows that it's lacking. And they would prefer that ASU would be better, especially at the front-facing sports, especially at the major sports in football and basketball. So I of course I think that's a great. It would be awesome because I don't know, Totri, what are some things you don't like to do in your day-to-day life that need to get done? Laundry, like if you got a laundry incentive and you got paid $100 to do your laundry, I'm gonna do the fuck out of that laundry. I'm gonna do it so well, like. I hate the laundry. I don't hate the laundry. It's necessary.
It's just not priority number one.
Yeah, it's not priority number one because I got to eat and I got to sleep. Laundry's like, man, that's what Michael Crow's sports are to him. Just laundry.
Just laundry? That's pathetic.
That's so mean. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's so mean.
That's absolutely wild. No, I think again, like it's just we'll see. It's we're at a weird spot, I feel like, in this process because it is just like the fire of the search, I guess. I think the same way that you get a potential head coach, right? There's candidates that have done things all over the country as athletic directors or as former Arizona State alum that you could think potentially would come back. That like it gets exciting, right? Especially if you're like one of us we do love our dumb little sports games. Like this is something that you would get excited about, and I think we've missed an opportunity, and by we, I mean the program and the university has missed an opportunity to continue pushing forward. Arizona State athletics is on the right track, is getting, where they need to be. And I think a hire like a David Benedict, right, the UConn AD, whether that was, a real situation, it was a name that I had heard, been thrown out there, like that would have excited people a whole hell of a lot, especially given what UConn has accomplished over the last, few seasons. And now, again, we're sitting here 175 days later, and it's like, just make a fucking hire at this point.
Yeah.
Like, just it's the meme where it's the stick. Do something. Like,
Yeah.
please.
Isn't it funny how much the ideology of us wanting like what attributes do you want out of an AD? Like how much it's changed. Like I remember originally it's like I want to make sure you get a guy who has a background in this and a guy who does this. And then I remember when I came on for the short period of time when we talked about the AD, I was like, I just want an athletic director that is an athletic director, and you don't get a push notification that he said something crazy about the state of West Virginia. Like that's all I want.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I've always been at. But yeah, but now it is the bare minimum for a lot of people. And it is just like, okay, hire somebody. Let's get it going. Let's do something here. Why are people asking if I'm okay?
Because you're not here. I think that's what it is.
Donald's
Yeah, we got a
my
super
back's
chat.
Okay.
Super chat from Sweet Prince Kenny. Shane, your back okay? Got to be easy out there. I don't know.
Oh,
you were hiking this weekend.
Dance moves?
You were hiking and your dance moves were out there.
Dance moves when I pulled up lame. Yeah, I'm okay. It wasn't my back. It was my hammy. We're all good. My AC is broken at my home, so I have to wait for the AC people to come, and they were supposed to be here between noon and 2, and then they called me, and they mentioned that they were at Chick-fil-A, which I was like, why are you telling me that?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then they said that they might not be able to come until tomorrow, and I said no. And so now they're coming at between 3 and 5 today. So that's why I'm home.
Wow. What's the thing behind you?
It's like, I don't know, it's an art piece. Bronze, copper.
Like a big penny?
Yeah, sure.
Big penny.
Erica's saying I look sad. That's just my face. I'm a very somber-faced individual.
Yeah, very somber-faced. Somber-faced Shane. That's what we like to call him around these parts. No, yeah, it's, I don't know, man. Again, the athletic director position, it's Arizona State's at a weird spot. And I guess at this point, they're not really in a race to go get one, like over somebody else. Like other schools have hired and fired since then. And it just is what it is at this point. They will eventually make a hire. Arizona State will eventually have an athletic director again. Maybe, potentially. Now, if you were a betting man, right? If you were, what month would you bet that the Arizona State athletic director is hired?
What is it? May
6th.
May.
Oh, is that's what you're going with, May?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
May's minus 200, right?
It has to be. It has to be.
There's value in June, though. There's serious value in June.
Yeah, but you're only getting
plus
like plus 180. Yeah.
Still, though. Be like, they waited 175. They're bound to wait like 25 more, right?
I don't know. You know what I do? I don't touch this. It's a trap game. I don't touch this.
Right.
I don't touch this. No.
It's fair.
But I am touching a couple other things tonight on the BetMGM Sportsbook app. You gotta cut the shit, Anthony.
I didn't do nothing, dude.
You made a face. I got a BetMGM parlay pick for you guys. If you guys watched bets this morning, you know I'm pretty heavy on the Joker tonight. And I also like the over in the Knicks game. So we're parlaying the over in the Knicks game, which is 217. Pacers are going to want to run. They're both young teams. Jalen Brunson's probably going to get his. And I'm parlaying that with a same-game parlay of Jokic over PRA, which is 51.5, which is an insane number, but there's a reason why it's an insane number. And Nuggets money line, and that equates to around 300. It's closed right now because they don't know if Gobert's playing. But it was around that. So go ahead and get that over at BetMGM, best sportsbook app you can get right now, and download it using the BetMGM Sportsbook app on iOS or Android, or visit BetMGM.com. Sign up and deposit at least $10 into your BetMGM Sportsbook account. Place your first wager and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if the bet loses. And if the bet does lose, your bonus bets will be available once your initial wager is settled. Again, sign up for BetMGM. Use that bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM mobile sports app for at least $100 or for at least $10, and you'll receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if the bet loses. Check out the show notes for full details, and now listen to me talk about the disclaimer.
Bonus bets expire in 7 days. One new customer offer only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
NBA playoffs, such a beautiful time to go out, make some money. It's, you go outside, unlike Shane, because he's just waiting for these AC people. So he's inside all day.
Dude, you know why else? Why another reason why I'd be just inside all day?
Huh.
The gosh darn bees. Brother, the bees love my neighborhood. Like,
Is there a
love
bee
them,
problem
love them,
outside?
love them, love them. No, there's not really a bee problem unless they're delaying an MLB game. Because bees are part of nature, and they're not going to do anything to you as long as you're not mean to them, or you like run into them on accident and then they'll sting you, or you step on them, whatever. But I've never been stung by a bee. I don't know if people know this. Like, not once, never, not in my entire life, and I never want to. I'm trying to keep my streak alive of not getting stung by a bee. I know it's not going to hurt that bad, but I just don't want to get stung by one. And there are so many bees outside of my house. There's like a couple trees that they really like, and it's like. And I thought I was going crazy for a second when I walked outside this morning. I just heard, and I was like, "Oh,
the monks are back."
Yeah, and nope, it was a bunch of bees, and they were just walking down the street.
Got ninja bees,
like pod racers.
I heard bees don't sting people that look cool. So just grab a pair of Shady Rays, put those on your face, and you'll be good. You'll be all set. You'll block out the bees.
You know what Shady Rays needs to make is the glasses that cover your glasses. Have you ever seen those? I have a pair of those. They're really sweet.
Glasses that cover your glasses?
Yeah, they're sunglasses that cover your glasses. Like, they're massive. They look insane. That's what old people wear. Freaking rad.
Look, Shady Rays has everything under the sun to help you guys block out the haters and block out the sun. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. They have hundreds of options to choose from, so you're bound to find the perfect pair to match your style, guys. Plus, if your shades ever go missing or take an unexpected hit, don't sweat it. They have the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by lost or broken replacements. And exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com and use that code PHNX for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
Totri, have you seen the edit that Short Bus made in our Discord?
I have. I sent it in Slack, so I'm going to see if we can get Danielle to throw that up there just so everybody can see it. It's incredible. It looks amazing.
I think we might be breaking a rule of the Discord, though. So this is your one and only time, chat, that you get to see what's happening inside of the Discord.
This happens all the time, too. So
this happens highly 3 times a day.
Highly recommend.
Not the exact thing you're about to see, but things around this. Like, Short Bus isn't just making edits of me on a candle all the time, but they're similar.
No, they are absolutely similar. I think this is a perfect time to tell everybody to head over to gophnx.com, click the little Die Hard tab, become a PHNX Die Hard. You're going to get access to exclusive Die Hard only content. You are going to get access to the Die Hard Discord, where amazing edits and conversations like the one you're about to see happen all the time. You are also going to get discounts on merch, events, and so much more, all for one affordable price. Again, head over to gophnx.com today, click that Die Hard tab, and unlock the Die Hard experience. Let's go ahead and show everybody just some of the amazing stuff that you're going to go and get in the ASU Die Hard Discord. You're going to get things like this, made by our lovely Die Hard Short Bus. This is incredible, Shane.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was talking. I mean, I knew what he was talking about. I knew what he said. It looked like a prayer candle or whatever. I knew what he was talking about. I didn't know why it looked like one. I guess it's just because of the thing behind me. Do they usually have things behind them?
Maybe. I don't know, but your face does work beautifully on that.
Yeah. Short Bus, my work here is done. Are you just leaving us now? That's it? Oh, we get it.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You know what else is incredible, Shane?
Like bow tie pasta. Bow tie pasta is really good.
Bow tie pasta does go crazy. Not as crazy as
What's your favorite? No, hold on. What's your favorite pasta shape?
Favorite pasta shape?
Chat, what's your favorite pasta shape?
I like penne.
Penne's
for
good.
what it's worth.
It's good.
What's yours?
Good. Probably rigatoni.
Rigatoni. I'll say bow tie. It slaps.
Really?
It slaps. Yeah, it slaps.
I'm picking shells over, rigatoni over. I'm taking their overs tonight is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, got you.
Whatever the squirrely squiggly one is, the spiral one. What's that one called?
The squirrely squiggly one.
Yeah.
Erica says bucatini. Is that the right pronunciation?
You'd have to show me what that one looks like. I really like angel hair.
Is that's such a well-named pasta?
It is. That's what it is. Absolutely. Oh, well, now if we're getting into stuffed pasta, tortellini is the only way to go. Like the only way to go. I was 4% tortellini when I was like 10 years old. I ate so much tortellini. 4% tortellini.
Oh my goodness! Look, you were talking about pasta when I asked that question.
Guy's a lazy answer? Come on. No, we're done with this.
I was gonna say getting a 19 points per game scorer who shoots 46% from the field. That's also something that's pretty cool. Potentially in the cards for Bobby Hurley, Arizona State.
I just looked up what bucatini is. It's mid.
It's mid.
Yeah.
Look what you've done, Erica. You've got him just full blown, like as talking pasta. It is what it is at this point.
I do love me a 20 plus 19 plus points per game scorer that comes from a school I've never heard of. Those are probably my favorite type of basketball players.
Plays at Casper, right?
Yeah, that's not a school, that's a ghost. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm not being mean. I really do enjoy when it's very rare that ASU gets a player from a school that I've never heard of. Usually it's a JUCO or a Division II, but it's awesome.
Yes, this is what we got. Abdul Bashir.
Also, having two Bashirs on your team, one with the first name Bashir, one with the last name Bashir, spelled differently, insane.
It is.
That'd be nuts.
Absolutely incredible. For those of you that haven't seen, he just played his freshman season, so he's still got a ton of eligibility left. Averaged 19.4 points per game, shot 46% from the field, 45.3% from behind the arc, averaged a little over 4 boards and 3 assists per game. He's 6'7". He is a giant guard. I can't think of a guard that Arizona State has had at that size in some time. Just to put it into context, I believe Des Cambridge was
Mitchell.
what, 6? Was Mickey Mitchell a guard or a forward?
He was a guard in high school when he was white chocolate. Yeah, he played more forward at ASU. Yeah, Des Cambridge was 6'6", whatever.
Yeah, Des Cambridge is the last one that I can think of. I believe we've got some tape for everybody to see just what this kid has been able to accomplish as of late. Again, I think for Arizona State to be able to add a guard of this size would be huge for the rotation as it stands right now. Because, Shane, if there is one spot on this team that could use at least some size and some depth, it's Arizona State's guards.
Yeah. It's not really guards, just more ball handler. They need a true dominant ball handler because a lot of their forwards can handle the ball, so like they could slot into a guard forward role, and nobody really has to play a 2 position. You could just have one point guard and 3 forwards and a center.
Yeah.
But they don't really have a true primary ball handler. Austin Nunez is coming back, so maybe he can help, but he's probably going to be coming off the bench. Alden Mason is a guy that can, but that's the one. Like this has been an awesome offseason, and they have a couple guys coming in from the freshman class that can handle the rock, like Amir Ali for being whatever 6'9" he is. He can really dribble, but that's been the glaring issue for me is there's just no dominant point guard.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I don't know if this guy would play the point or if he's more of a 2. Looks like a pretty decent 3-point shooter, something Arizona State hasn't had for quite some time. JJ brings up a point that I wanted to ask you about. Just doesn't want this to turn into another Malachi Davis situation. I don't know if we were necessarily high on Malachi Davis, but there was a lot of potential given what he had accomplished late.
Brother, we were
before
so excited.
transferring.
What do you mean?
No, we definitely were excited. I don't know if we were high on Malachi Davis though to like come here and save Arizona State hoops. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Abdul Bashir is that guy either. Is going to come here and change the framework of ASU basketball forever. But like, how do you manage your excitement with a guy like this coming from where he's come from at this position? You just take a flyer on him.
You just get excited.
Oh, you just get excited. You don't temper your expectations.
What did I say 2 months ago, Totri? It's time for the endless cycle where you see this shiny new prospect that ASU offered or they're visiting, and you watch his hoop mixtapes. You claim he's the best guard available in the portal right now, even though he went to a JUCO in Wyoming. Ralph is claiming, which is hilarious that he knows where that is. And
Casper is such a school in Wyoming.
Yeah,
such a school in Wyoming. Nowhere else.
Yeah, but you get excited.
I love your excitement. I love how you're just like a little kid at Toys R Us sometimes. You know that? And I appreciate your level of excitement and enthusiasm for some of these players. It's unmatched, truly.
Sorry that nothing excites me more than freaking ball.
Nothing excites you more than ball?
Nothing excites me more than ball. Maybe a sweet treat. That's close treat. Though.
I had a sweet treat last night.
Yeah. I had an entire pint of ice cream. But it wasn't. It's not like a not like
an entire pint of ice cream.
Hold on. Okay, we're relaxed. It's a pint of it's an entire pint of ice cream that you can eat in one sitting. It's not like a Ben and Jerry's that's 1,100 calories.
It's like a Halo Top.
No free ads, Anthony.
Sorry, dude. But Wink, was that it?
No free ads, Anthony. 360 calories. Yeah, birthday ice cream cake.
Absolutely amazing. Hey, that stuff's pretty good, man.
It's very good.
No free ad, but no, it's pretty damn good. Where do you feel right now just about the depth of this roster? Let's assume
number one team in the country.
Stop it, damn it. Let's assume they add this kid, right?
Okay.
Where is your I'm not going to say excitement because we know that you're giddy about it. Where I guess is your comfort with this team?
Pretty high. Like
you're comfy going into the season with this?
Well, whenever I think about something like that, I always have to think about what was I feeling like right when the season ended, and you go back to that moment. You wanted to retain your top two guys. You lost one of them, and that stung. But you immediately goldfished everybody and wiped the memory, and now you got the number 6 player in the country. You got coming in as a freshman. You got 2 high-scoring, high-volume, pretty high percentage efficiency guards coming in, and you got a playmaking forward coming in. No blue chip Arkansas transfers or Auburn like you have in the past, but you did really well in this offseason. So I can't really ask for more. In fact, I didn't think that this offseason would be even close to what it was that ASU got.
Yeah.
Dude, what are they composite right now for 2025 or 2024?
Their class?
Yeah. Isn't it like ridiculous?
Let's see. 2024.
Yeah, it's a bummer we lost Celebonge. But because that is a position that you have a lot of guys that could score the rock this year, which was a pretty glaring deficiency last year. But I hope somebody fills in the Celebonge, just kind of muck it up role.
The muck it up role. Composite is 7.
That's insane, Anthony Totri.
Composite is 7.
The number 7 class in the country.
Overall 13, and the transfer rank by itself is 50.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Absolutely
considering
crazy.
Where this program was at the tail end of last season. Like just a few weeks ago, right? Frankie Collins gone, Jemiah Neal gone, Celebonge gone, Alonzo Gaffney gone, all of them gone. And you hadn't really heard a whole lot of Arizona State getting a whole bunch of players. You had just gotten the report that ASU was what the program had $120,000 that they were investing in it, which was absolutely nothing.
They're getting a tech salary.
Like there was no, like you said, excitement, for lack of a better word here, and really no direction, right? There wasn't a direction to go any higher.
Yeah, yes and no, because like you knew that they were getting a really two really good high 4-star recruits this year, and you knew they were going to get a couple scores in the portal, and that's what they did. But then they got even better by getting an extra guy in the portal after losing one of your main guys from this year. And then again, you get Jaden Quaintance, and this whole thing kind of explodes, and you're like, what am I looking at? With all that being said, JJ brings up a great point. With where this roster's at, they're probably bottom middle of the Big 12, which I agree with. I mean, like just look at who's in the Big 12.
Yeah,
you have to be realistic. But now they're no longer the bottom of the Big 12. I don't think this roster is a bottom feeder of the Big 12 anymore. I think you look at this and you probably say power rankings out of 16 teams, they're somewhere in the 11-10 range, 9. It just depends how this team gels. You just really never know how these experiments work, because we've seen some of them flame out like this year, and we've seen some of them really come together like 2 years ago with the Cambridge brothers. So yeah, I think this team's floor is the bottom of the Big 12 for sure. Like I think that can happen because of the complete revamp of the roster. But Bobby usually doesn't let that happen. I think the ceiling's a lot higher than many people think. I think they could be a top 6 team in the Big 12 this next year. Which again, it might doesn't sound that sexy, but
a top 6 team in the Big 12? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Sign me up. That's got sexy
but a
all
top
over
16,
it.
A top 6 team in your conference doesn't sound that sexy. But when you think about the competition in the Big 12, it's like a 8 seed to 6 seed automatic bid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many teams in the Big 12 made the NCAA tournament this past season?
I want to say like 8, 9.
Yeah, if you're a top 6 team in that conference, my goodness, you had a season. Especially, it'd be your first season in the Big 12. It'd be coming off your worst Pac-12 season in how long? Like it'd be a crazy transformation if that were the case. But again, like you said, there is a ceiling and there is a floor to this whole thing.
The number 6 team in the Big 12 last year was Kansas.
That's
Houston, Iowa State, Baylor, Texas Tech, BYU, Kansas, Texas, TCU. This conference is too damn good. I'm scared and I don't want to go there anymore.
You don't want to go there anymore?
Nope.
Hey, we're here, buddy. We're here for that 6th seed. Okay? Where's the excitement? We're getting there, Shane.
I'm kidding. I was joking.
Book your tickets. Book your tickets to the NCAA tournament right now. Okay?
Yeah, JJ, I have a Baylor future ready to just lock in as soon as it becomes available. I mean, I think they are available, but I'm on the same page.
Shane's ready to rumble, and so am I, guys. I'm ready to rumble all the way over to Circle K because, look, I got a lot going on today. I don't know about you. I could use an energy drink. I could use, some caffeine to get me through everything that we got going on here after today's show. And maybe you don't want necessarily an energy drink. Maybe you just want a sweet little treat. Maybe you need some gas in your car. Maybe
I love sweet little treats.
A sports drink. They got it all over at Circle K, including a new free membership program called Inner Circle, not Inner Square, not Inner Triangle, not Inner Octagon. We're talking about Inner Circle, and they're going to help you guys save money every single day. Start by saving 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups, and then every single day after that, save 3 cents per gallon every day. Thirst, meet your match. Enjoy your member-exclusive beverage deal. Inner Circle members like you guys can get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 69 cents. Nice. Now through September 3rd. Find it in the app under Inner Circle offers. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading that Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details.
Tojo, what's your favorite sweet treat?
Favorite sweet treat. Ooh, so we're talking packaged stuff, right?
No.
Just any sweet treat in general?
Yeah.
I didn't know if we were talking one specific
packaged.
Well, you say sweet little treat. I don't think of something that I can order on a menu. I think sweet treat like, I can go get this at a gas station.
What if you made brownies? That's a sweet treat.
That is a sweet treat. Ooh, sweet treat. The honey buns. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, brother? Those go crazy. Those go crazy. Oh my god. The OG oatmeal cream pies, those went stupid. What about you? What do you got?
I mean, whew, I think they lock me in for everything above, man. Give me it all. Uh, cinnamon roll.
Mm, mm.
God, cinnamon rolls are so good. I just had
Yep,
one yesterday.
essential.
Woo!
Smacked. Smacked.
I start thinking about cinnamon rolls. I start barking. Woof!
You know what's a sweet little treat that doesn't get enough respect in today's era of sweet treats?
Ooh, what?
The frosted animal crackers.
Yeah, I feel like they have their shine though.
You think?
Like they're amazing. Like don't get me wrong, people forget about them, but
If you had to equate them to an NBA player, what would they be?
Steph Curry, like they're that guy. They're one
The
of the
frosted
they're one of the
crackers?
best, they're one of the best treats of all time. Like this,
They are.
they could be the best in their category ever. Steph Curry's the greatest point guard of all time. I said it.
Yeah. Okay.
I said it.
I'm here for it.
And,
I'm here for it.
And frosted animal crackers, probably the best packaged cookie of all time.
Yeah.
So compare, but they're getting
No,
old.
they're Larry Bird. They're Larry Bird. They're Larry
Hold
Bird.
on a second.
They are best cracker of all time. Come on.
Whoa.
No?
Now you have to read the next ad.
Why?
That's your punishment for that. I'm gonna take a sip of my water while you tell the people about Illegal Pete's.
Okay, guys. Illegal Pete's patio season is here. You just picked up your new sunglasses from Shady Rays, and it's patio season, which means some patio beers, guys. It's Monday. It's a little margarita Monday over at Illegal Pete's. They've got the strongest and tastiest margs in the valley. Check out their Tucson or Tempe location for
Dude, the Tucson location's legit.
in mouth-watering food that's going to fill all of your heart's desires, guys. We're talking bowls, tacos, salads, burritos, nachos, and so much more. Check them out. They've also got some amazing queso. Illegal Pete's here to bring you a win with their legendary soundcheck deal. Bring in your ticket stub from any ticketed event and get a draft beer or house marg for a penny. Illegal Pete's wants to celebrate with you, whether it's pregame or postgame party. They got you covered on all your game day needs. Must purchase an adult entree to redeem Illegal Pete's soundcheck deal. Illegal Pete's your go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beer. Shane can take the piece of art behind him, and that counts. Looks like a penny. Penny on the wall.
I don't think they'd take it.
You don't think?
No, I don't think so. It's not a redeemable government token, unfortunately. Before we get into our last topic, chat, I need a dinner recommendation for tonight. What am I making? Because I've been like,
I feel like it's got to be pasta. No, we just had a whole conversation about pasta.
I had the reason why we had that conversation is because I had some pasta for lunch, some leftover pasta. So I was thinking Mediterranean meatballs.
So falafel?
But no. Are you, brother?
Don't even.
Don't even.
I know. I understand.
Falafels.
I understand. They're beans.
Not meat.
I know. Do you know who you're talking to here? Come on.
Anthony Cotry.
Come on.
All right. Drop them in the chat while we do this next topic. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, how do we feel about this? Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's Gin and Juice brand, it's going to sponsor the Arizona Bowl in 2024.
But
I
only
don't know
Snoop
how I feel
Dogg's
about
name's on the bowl thing, right?
Huh?
Only Snoop Dogg's name's on the bowl thing, right?
I think Snoop, and it's going to say Gin and Juice. It's called the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice. Set to kick off December 28th, 2024, 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time. It needed to be a night game. First off, what are we doing there? If Snoop Dogg and Gin and Juice are sponsoring a bowl, it needs to be a night game. You can't have it.
It needs to be a 4:20 kickoff.
Yeah, a 4:20 kickoff is what it needs to absolutely be.
Yeah.
So that was a miss immediately. Shocker. Arizona Wildcats missing before they've even really gotten started. What was your initial reaction when you saw that? Was it just kind of like, what the hell is this?
No, it's cool. Yeah, I don't really feel strongly about it one way or the other. I think I would say I'm leaning more toward I like it. Like, look, in today's age of you are your own brand, is this the first person's name to be on to be on a bowl. I guess Pop-Tart, if somebody's named Pop-Tart, or if the actual name of that guy is Pop-Tart. I don't think it is.
Barstool was the Barstool.
The
They had their Barstool thing, right? It had nothing to do with Portnoy himself, right?
No, there was no name on the person's name. So
then I think this.
I mean, it's cool. Snoop Dogg's cool. We love Snoop, right? I mean, he's kind of a sellout, but he's cool.
Yeah, he is sellout now. Like, what the hell, man?
I would sell out too, though.
You would?
Oh yeah.
You're
Dude, I'm selling out. I'm selling out so fast, so fast. Jimmy Kimmel, duh. The Jimmy Kimmel Bowl.
Ralph always just.
Wow, 3 people immediately. Sorry, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, they came for you, dude.
The Jimmy Kimmel Las Vegas Bowl, duh.
Give me 3 other famous individuals that you would like to see do something like this. The Oprah Winfrey Bowl?
Yeah.
Everybody gets a trophy.
Will Ferrell.
Ooh. Okay, the Will Ferrell Bowl is good.
That's really funny. And then like someone who probably shouldn't be doing it, like a coach of a team, like the Dabo Sweeney Bowl. That'd be so funny.
Riley Bowl.
Yeah. Who's got a fun name that could have bowl? Is there any pasta themed names?
Oh my god.
Out there?
The Chef Boyardee Bowl?
No. Like famous people's.
Like famous Italians?
No, just famous people's names. Like if somebody's last name was Bread, like the James Bread Bowl. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, you're talking just funny names.
I'm talking names that sound good before bowl.
Oh, I gotcha. Took me a while to get to where.
Does time move slower at the studio?
I think my head just does when you're over there. I don't know, Danielle. Do you have any that go good with bowl?
With bowl?
Is there someone's last name Super?
Oh my God, the bowl.
I think that's it. I think that's the
I don't think there's a better.
There it is.
The bowl. That's it. Just
the Swiffer Sweepers Bowl.
The Swiffer Sweepers Bowl.
David Pastrnak.
Who's playing in that game?
The Suns and the Mavericks, and the Suns are losing by 46.
That's so tragic. Did you have any, Danielle?
I really like Short Bus's Andretti Sketty Bowl. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have any. The Gordon Ramsay Bowl.
You put it on the rundown. You don't have any.
The Gordon Ramsay Bowl would be good.
It has to be like a Food Network person, right? Like
the Guy Fieri Bowl.
Yeah, give me a Guy Fieri Bowl.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Guy Fieri Flavortown Bowl.
The Flavortown Bowl. That just sounds like you're at a brunch restaurant, though, and you're like ordering like a chef special.
So I'm a notorious hater of bowl games, like low-level bowl games. Hate them. Think they're so dumb, so stupid.
Dumb.
Oh, you went 6-6. Here's another game you have to play. It's dumb for money. Ooh, 5-win teams are now going to be able. Ooh, I went 5-7. Here's your Pop-Tart granola blueberry bowl. I think they're so dumb. To make them not dumb, I propose this, Anthony.
Oh God.
The lowest level bowl games, like your dumb ones that 6-6 teams play each other in, are all themed around the names. So if it's the Pop-Tart Bowl, the ball is made of the same ingredients as a Pop-Tart, and so it just keeps breaking. If there's anything water related, like a pool cleaner bowl, like a pool person bowl, or like an inflatable pool bowl, it's in water and it doesn't really work or make sense.
It's just water polo at that point.
Yes, it just turns into water polo. The Doritos bowl, it's just you're just playing on Doritos and everyone's got Dorito fingers.
That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Dorito bowl. Okay, give me a food that you think you could play a full bowl game with. The closest you could get without it breaking. Full 4 quarters.
Bread, like old bread.
Old bread?
The old bread bowl. The old bread bowl.
Stale bread. The old bread bowl.
Yeah.
The old bread bowl here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I think a watermelon would be good. Watermelon bowl.
I'm playing with like a burrito or like a
Burrito bowl.
chimichanga.
Screw it. Illegal Pete's. The Illegal Pete's Bowl. That should. Why haven't we done that yet? That's what we need to do. William, could you imagine the Orange Bowl like that? Just playing with an orange.
The Illegal Pete's Burrito Bowl.
Playing with a burrito.
The Legal Pete's Burrito Bowl.
The bowl. Shane, anything else before we get out of here?
The Illegal Pete's Burrito Bowl.
I'll take that as a no. So, guys, again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a 5-star review.
What am I making for dinner?
Podcast.
Elijah Badger was visiting Florida. That's fun.
That is fun. Good for him. Good for EK. If you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_signups. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow DJ Danielle at Aprica Danielle across social media. You can follow this guy right here without a dinner at Shane Deef.
I will have dinner tonight. I just don't know what I'm going to make yet. Just hating low-level bowl games as always. Unless we're in one, then I'm stoked and it's a must-win.
Shout out the Las Vegas and Sun Bowl for that. Guys, we'll be back on Tuesday at 2. But in the meantime, go Devils and peace.
We all silly like the mayor.